Hello, I'm Autumn Romanowski from PRMC here at WBOC's historic Studio D. You're watching Delmarva Life.
It was great to have Autumn Romanowski. Boy, she had some good stuff there. Hope you got all that. You know, sore feet are something we all get after a long day at work or shopping.
And women are especially prone to sore feet because, let's face it, many of us choose fashion over comfort. Well, Dr. Eric Jamrock has some advice on how you can ease the pain of some of the more common foot problems.
Your feet really deserve a lot of credit. They carry all the weight, take a beating with every step we take, and a lot of us are not kind to them, especially women, because we love our high-heeled shoes.
Well, I think it's terrible. I really do. I mean, it's an unnatural way to jam your feet in there.
And nobody knows that better than Dr. Eric Jamrock.
I'd say it comes down to really about 3 or 4 problems. First problem's definitely arch and heel pain. I'll lump those together into one condition called plantar fasciitis.
The plantar fascia runs down the bottom of the foot.
So basically you're dealing with a large tendon on the bottom of the foot. As Americans, we walk on a hard, flat surface typically, which is very unnatural to the human foot. And so that's how people develop arch and heel pain.
To fix this problem, Dr. Jamrock usually prescribes orthotics.
They usually end up needing some type of device in their shoe to basically correct the way they walk to support the arch and prevent undue motion to the foot.
But he admits it's very difficult to place a good orthotic in your favorite set of heels.
With the high heels, the higher you go, more pressure goes to the ball of the foot. That's the bottom line.
Dr. Jamrock says women's high-heeled shoes, especially the pointed toe ones, also exacerbate other problems like ingrown toenails, calluses, and neuroma foot pain, which is caused by the swelling of a small nerve between the toes.
If you have a tendency towards ingrown toenails, you wear a tighter shoe, it's going to put pressure on the big toenail.
And speaking of big toes, bunions are common among women. But Dr. Jamrock doesn't think their shoes are solely to blame.
I don't believe that shoes cause bunions like everyone thinks they do. It's a genetic problem. If mom, dad, grandma had bunions, you're probably going to get a bunion.
And that's exactly what he found when he x-rayed my foot.
Well, might be some genetics. You know, you're prone to a bunion, could be somewhat the heels, but more genetics than anything.
And as much as we don't like to see it or even talk about it, toe fungus is a very common problem that can happen to anyone.
Fungus is an organism that lives all around us. It loves a warm, moist environment.
Like a shoe. So when fungus makes it under the toenail, it's trapped. Dr. Jamrock uses a laser to get rid of toe fungus.
To basically heat up and kill the fungus where it is with really no side effects.
And unlike topical creams with a success rate of about 10%, laser treatments kill all the fungus. And to keep it out, Dr. Jamrock suggests this. It's called a Steri-Shoe.
What it is a UV light device, which you can put in your shoes at nighttime. By the morning, the fungus in your shoes is gone.
It's easy to overlook our feet and their problems, but as we age, Dr. Jamrock says those problems will only get worse. But a little TLC now can prevent a lot of discomfort later.
And Dr. Jamrock says one of the biggest mistakes people make is not wearing good shoes when they're home. A lot of people walk around their house with their shoes off. He says you need to wear shoes that offer support. He suggested Crocs.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm guilty of that. I always, first thing when I get in the house, I take off my shoes, and I like barefoot.
Yeah, well, we've got family that says, you know, when you come in the door, take your shoes off. I mean, just take care of the carpet and the floors, but everybody goes barefoot.
And he says it's kind of frustrating because he makes orthotics for these customers, and if they don't wear them all the time, they're not going to work. They need to wear them when they're home as well.
How about that? Wow.
Good information.
Well, from Bond girl to medicine woman of the Wild West, actress Jane Seymour has pretty much done it all.
And still ahead on Delmarva Life, the talented performer talks about her latest project on Fox, as well as a talent she has that you may not know about. I get the honor of speaking with Jane Seymour. That's next.
Delmarva Life, life at its best, here on Delmarva.